Next up is industry role benchmark. In this screen, you can actually see your organization based on the industry you're in. It can be technology, finance, FMCG, healthcare. And you can take that as a reference point to see where you are according to your competitors, in which areas do you lead, in which areas you're falling behind and you need to play catch up. And you can also see what is your biggest gap compared to your industry peers. On top of it, you can see your organization versus other role benchmarks. Let's say the product managers in your team are scoring 68 compared to the average of all other people who have taken our test. So this is an area you're leading. Let's say you're a product-driven organization, you might want to stretch that lead a bit further. But in data analysis, you are falling behind. So your data analysts need a lot of catching up to do. Again, this is the industry and role benchmark. Next up is the learning roadmap. In the learning roadmap, you can see your training priority matrix, which are the things that you need to urgently focus on, the things that require your attention, and the things you're not too bad at, but you still need to maintain them. You can see a criterion level gap analysis. You can see recommendations by team. Let's say, for example, sales in this case needs to really focus on prompting, iterative prompting, and communications so that they can be more effective in sales roles compared to, let's say, engineering is good, but engineering also needs to maybe focus on safety and responsibility a bit more. So you can see all of these gap areas. On top of it, you can see an estimated budget for how much you need to be able to dedicate for these training needs. And you can also see the individual learning priorities and individual learning plans that come with this. Next up is the pre-post measurement screen. So this is where you can see the cohorts based on their starting point. Let's say your first assessment was in March 2026, and then in June, you can see the difference, how much improvement there has been for that cohort based on the training you've done. This might be individual self-paced learning your individuals have been doing to focus on AI. It might be they're working with AISA, the AI coach. You might be working with another corporate coach or anything else, but you get to measure actually where you were, where you are, and you can also see the dimension breakdown of it, individual movers, and some insights from that program. Next up is AI fluency verification in hiring. And most roles require some form of AI skills nowadays. But here you can actually take a look at the ideal role profile you're looking for in a senior product manager, a data engineer, marketing lead. You might be, for example, looking for more critical thinking in product manager, a better understanding in data engineer, and better prompting ability in marketing lead. And you can set your baselines and then you can send through our platform the invites and then assess the candidates based on whether they meet the requirements, are they below the thresholds, whether there's like a gold, silver medalist, and then there are hidden gems. Some people who are really good in one dimension, and then with a little bit of investment, they can actually be great overall profiles. So you can use this to hire people who are AI fluent into your organization. And next up is EU AI Act compliance, which is also relevant for our US customers. Here you can actually document and cover all your bases when it comes to being legally compliant with the AI literacy requirements for different roles. Is the staff that is operating the AI systems, do they have sufficient AI literacy? Do they have the technical knowledge and experience? Do they understand the context of AI systems use? So these are verbatim from the legal requirements for AI literacy. Not only you can actually check them, but because you already have these assessments and the data that you've assessed your people on, you can immediately get a documentation, a ready-to-go report showing your compliance and your gap areas. And next up is AI skills coaching. So basically, anyone who has completed their assessment can be invited to start AISA AI Coach, through which they receive WhatsApp messages once a day, maybe sometimes more than once a day, and they can interact with the AISA AI Coach through WhatsApp and through email to keep up and really improve themselves from day to day. In the core dashboard, you can actually see your organizational level AI fluency and track it with a single quantitative number, how good you are doing as an organization in terms of the AI fluency of the people in your organization. And this can be your go-to place to see everything that has to do with AI, how well you're doing, and see your gap areas. So that's a brief overview of how the AI Fluency Dashboard works. I'm sure there are things that's going to be changing in time, and there will be points that I have perhaps missed and could have gone into more detail. But still, this I think was meant as a general overview of how it looks today for our enterprise customers. Hopefully, this was useful for you, gives you a good idea. You can reach out to me or you can reach out to our team to ask for a demo. And then you can ask for an employer account as well, which will sometimes gift you some credits. And then you can invite a few people, see your score, play around with it.